All right, so in this video, I want to talk about lead flow, but more specifically, the importance of lead flow and how to really get new leads into your database daily, and really opt into your database daily without having to spend a ton of time really marketing yourself. By the way, if you haven't met me yet, my name is Emmanuel. I am the founder and senior brand strategist over here at Square One Group, where really our mission is to help you, if you're in real estate, identify your expertise so that you can scale your real estate business with systems. So check this out. Your business, it's really made up of 5 main components, or pillars, if you will. And those 5 pillars are lead gen, lead nurture, sales, or the act of converting a prospect into a client, fulfillment, or fulfilling the need of said client, and lastly, retention. Now, whenever I talk to realtors about really what they're struggling with, many of them, now not all of them, but many of them always go back to the same challenge, which is pillar number 1, lead gen. The act of getting or acquiring new leads. And quite frequently, what I often hear from said real estate agents is that they've tried postcards, they've tried hitting the streets and door knocking, or maybe they got a list from a title company or of FSBOs or expireds, and they just started cold calling. And hey, some of them maybe even tried dabbling in ads and maybe ended up with like 30 leads a month. Tops. And so that probably left them with a really bad taste in their mouth. Stuff doesn't work. None of this stuff is working. Now, the problem here is that all of these little strategies, they work to a degree, but the big problem here is that they're not able to develop consistent leads on a daily basis. And in essence, in order to solve the lead gen problem, we need to be able to create leads on demand. Now, this really brings me to the topic of today's little video, which is all about lead flow. Now, lead flow in essence is a lot like the flow of a faucet. You need water to survive, the same way that you need leads for your business to survive. You need some sort of continuous stream. If you're only getting droplets of water, you're gonna get really thirsty and then die of dehydration. The same thing applies to your business. If you're only gonna get droplets of leads, like maybe 1 or 2 leads a day, if that, it is just not sustainable. So instead, what we need to focus on is creating some sort of steady flow. Now, to have a successful, scalable real estate business, you need to be able to get multiple leads every single day. When I say multiple leads, that magic number or numbers I'm referring to, it's usually around 20 to 30 leads per day. And if you think that's hard, or if you think that this is completely absurd, I'm here to tell you that it is not. It is actually pretty easy. It's something that we do on a regular basis. Now, if you're not getting this type of volume in terms of lead gen, then this should really be the main problem that you fix first, or you really focus on fixing long before you start looking at your problems that are arising from maybe lead nurture or sales or fulfillment or retention. Now, here are 3 really quick and easy tips, if you will, to really help you out to start getting more lead flow instead of a lead trickle. All right, tip number 1, it's that you need to start spending money on advertising. Look, saying that your business is 100% referral based, it's not a flex, it's not fancy. And that's simply because what you may not have realized is that what you're saving in money, you end up giving up in time. And time is far more valuable than money any day of the week. And if your goal is to really remove yourself from your business and you're doing strictly referral only, it's gonna be extremely difficult. So highly recommend, for tip number 1, set aside a few bucks every single day to invest toward marketing yourself and your business and your brand. By the way, not like you're asking, but if you asked us, what's that magic number that you should set aside every single day? 20 bucks. Set aside 20 bucks a day. It can get you really far in the big picture of things. Which leads to tip number 2, and that is to constantly test your message. Look, sending out one type of marketing message and letting it sit there for like 30 days, much less a week, is way too long. The process of getting 20 to 30 leads a day, it isn't a light switch that isn't going to just flip on because you have a massive budget. Instead, what you have to start realizing is that in order to start getting to these crazy numbers of 20 to 30, maybe even more leads per day, you need to start with some sort of baseline. Let's see how many leads that you can get for 20 bucks a day. And then from there, we're gonna tweak the message and we're gonna play with it. And we're gonna see if we can start increasing that number on a daily basis. Think of it this way, it's like playing a game. And in this game, you're gonna create an experiment, you're gonna tweak something very small, and then you're gonna test against it maybe in a day or 2 and see which one gives you the better result. And then from there, what maybe you will start with as 5 leads a day might turn into 6 or 7 or 10 or 20. And then it'll start kind of scaling up from there. But you got to keep testing that message, which really leads to tip number 3, which is all about getting very, 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 very specific with the problem. Now, one of the secrets to getting a ton of leads is to really understand where they are in the sales or buying process. And then you have to deliver the right message based off of really where they are. By the way, dropping the card, I'm gonna leave a card up here to the different types of awareness that a lead has in their buying process. But long story short, if they're at the top of funnel, which is really where you're going to be getting these 20 to 30 leads from, or maybe even more, the message here is that they are not solution aware. They are only problem aware. So the key here is that whatever type of marketing that you're going to be creating, you need to be talking about the problem that they are facing. And then of course, position yourself as the solution to that problem. But in order to get that solution, it's going to cost them. And that little bit of currency, well, hey, that's their contact information, aka their lead being captured. Now, to quickly recap, you need a lead flow to really solve the lead gen problem of your business. And a lead flow is not 1 to 2 leads a day. It's more like 20 to 30 leads a day. Now, to get there, you're gonna need to start really spending money on marketing, testing your message, and of course, making sure that you get very, very specific with your lead's biggest problem. Now, if you wanna jam on a little bit more about this, then I highly recommend that you join our free Facebook group, leaving the link in the description below. Really, really awesome stuff in there. That said, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, make sure you click that thumbs up button, maybe hit that subscribe button, show us some love. Aside from that, check out this video here. Bye.